just drifting in. Oh, drifting away. Drifting away.
So tonight, we have some flying tonight. You'll catch me. I'm already in the air. Why? Because I'm trying to catch up last week's leg because we landed, and I forgot to file my PIREP. We have the regular show of characters tonight. There's myself, Mr. Moondog. We have Zigzaggy.
Hello, hello.
We have Draco 411.
Hello.
And we have flying with us Andrew.
Yellow.
And that's and we'll have plenty of left turns throughout the show, I assume. We are continuing on with our Millennium Aviation tour of the Caribbean, which is our tour flights. And I'm in this plane, the 182. You guys in the same plane?
Yep.
So there'll be a bunch of 182 Cessnas flying around, and I'm hoping to catch up to them as quickly as possible. So
yeah. And if you're wondering why you're seeing the black screen for me, that's because FSX is still loading.
Aha.
I'm a highly trained professional.
Do you not have your
painter? I'm a highly trained painter. What?
Highly trained painter. You don't have like a be right back that you could throw up, so it's something interesting instead of the black screen, or
no?
No? Oh, okay. Highly trained professional.
Painter.
Painter.
Yeah. Not streamer.
Highly professional kitchen and bath designer.
Yeah. Why did it not? Oh, that's why. There we go.
If you're in the St. Louis area, highly professional tiler. He loves to tile.
Yeah, that's my favorite. There we go. I at least got the departure and arrival to pop up there now, so we're getting a little closer. 100%. Here comes the screen. And that was a good landing rate that popped up there. 0 feet per minute as I spawn in.
And if anyone normally catches the Saturday flights with BP and Stu and the rest of us, I am doing the complete Stu type flight. I've got this thing all pegged out. We'll worry about fixing it later. Turn right 135. Okay. Because they're already getting ready to direct me in on runway 9. $58 miles from there.
Is that you over to my right, Draco, I guess? You're in a plane that looks just like mine?
Yep.
All right.
If we're going to do a visual approach, that's fine. We can do procedure, select.
Are you in a Cessna also, Andrew? Or are you in here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am.
I see you over there. Okay. Very good. Yeah. Well, while we're waiting for Moondog, I'm going to go fill my beverage since we ended up just jumping in here last minute. So.
Well, if you guys even wanted to take off, you could.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll hang out for a minute. Let you get a little closer.
Okay. Waiting for everyone to finish getting caught up, loaded, ready to go, and...
Is that the sound of it not starting well for you, Draco?
Yep.
Flight sim or...
No, the plane.
Plane.
I'll be right back.
It must be in the weather. Mine didn't start as easy as it should have today either. All right.
Oh, fuck this.
Control E does work on this thing. Oh, I don't have. 21 degrees Celsius or 70 degrees Fahrenheit, so I don't think we need to worry about pitot heat too much. .69 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 Celsius.
All right, let's see. This window. Chat, did I miss anybody? On the moon
I
dog.
don't know. Oh, that's a good thing.
Wasn't reading the chat. That's okay.
I've
Nobody
got no
was
one
chatting.
saying anything in chat.
Yeah,
So.
me neither. So thought I would check though. You know.
Yeah, well, no,
Okay.
it's a good thing because I actually didn't have mine going either.
Plane is in excellent shape. Amazing.
Amazing.
Well, yeah, I'm flying, so
What are you talking about? You've gotten very good lately.
well. Now you just went and jinxed it. Now you messed it all up. Never remembers that Mrs. Zig is flying along with me. I better change the weight though. You'd be mad if she saw that.
And what do you have the weight set for?
Now,
Yes,
115.
115. She should be happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not 140 though. She's a delicate flower.
Dum, dum, dum. Pink.
She has socks that say so.
She has socks that say that she's a delicate flower.
Well, technically the socks say I'm a effing delicate flower.
Ah, okay.
I'd say something before that, but I can't remember. But
All right, I'm started up. Engine's warming up. Let me get the rest of my pre-flight stuff done. 2997.
Well, I'm 48 from, but if you're ready to take off, feel free to take off. I'll land and reset and jump back in the air as quickly as I can.
I'm still
Oh,
working
darn
on
it.
getting my autopilot set up and everything.
Okay. Just let you know.
yep, I forgot to start my pyre up there before I started up.
Okay.
Did you start your flight, Trico?
Yep.
I started mine. I even hit the 50-mile pause thing already, which can be annoying at times.
I said I have to sit here and idle and wait for the engine, your cylinder head temperatures and everything to come up.
Yep. Did.
105.
So the other day I was flying the F-50.
Yeah.
I went through
Alright.
some, and I was down in South America. I was flying in Colombia out of Bogota.
Right.
And I went through some rough weather, nothing nothing we haven't flown through before. And all of a sudden, there was like a loud clap of thunder, and like a flash of light, and all of my avionics went out.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Did you get hit by lightning?
I think so. I didn't know that. I didn't even think that was a thing
Yeah. I
in
don't know.
here.
I don't know if it's a thing in here, but that's what I would say happened.
And then all of a sudden, it just came back on.
That's kind of cool, though.
So
But-
for a while, so it was like my top two screens. So like my bottom screen is for like my GPS and stuff like that. And my top screen is my artificial horizon and stuff like that. Everything else is an analog dial. And those two screens went out, then came back on, and it just said test. And then out of nowhere, it just started up fine. Then it just came back on.
You don't have defaults on or failures on, do you?
Well, I have everything running realistic, but the thing is that unless there's some way that I don't know about, the only way you can have failures is if you schedule failures.
That's what I was thinking. So,
Unless it's a plane like the A2As where things will break on their own.
right.
Were we headed in an easterly direction? Did anybody pay attention?
I can look real quick.
No. Well, I am, but
We're heading in like an east-southeast.
so if you wanted to do a takeoff with just VFR, if you're not doing IFR, and takeoff going east is probably correct.
Yeah. I got runway 9.
That's not surprising. That's what they have me coming in and landing on.
Bacana ground, Cessna Zulu India Golf, ready to taxi, east departure. Cessna Zulu India Golf, taxi to and hold short of runway.
If I remember right, runway 9's right behind me.
Contact tower on 118.8 when
Yep,
ready.
runway
So-
9 for me, too.
Sort of off to my left there is
Runway 9.
Casa de Campo International.
Zulu India Golf.
I probably butchered that really badly and insulted everyone, but
I'm offended.
Hey, Dan.
Dan.
hey Dan.
Yep. You insulted me. I'm filing a lawsuit.
I gotta be directed to my closest safe space so I can cry.
Okay, Dan, your closest safe place is probably miles from you. Wait a minute. Your safe space is probably wherever you're at. Our safe space from you is miles from you.
I ain't afraid of him.
Yeah. Some of us might be.
Now they're childproof and candy.
All right. So now I have 30 seconds here. Go back to outside view.
Did you
You
tax?
guys are taxiing too?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just getting
I'll
ready
be
to.
right back.
All right. Did you take off already, Draco, or?
No, I'm just now holding short.
Okay. You must be just out of my spawn range. Or visual range. I thought I set that a lot higher. Unless it reset that when I downloaded the last update of Join FS.
All right, I'm back. I had to get my snack. I want to take the moment to thank the person that put me up over 50 for followers on Twitch. Thank you, Frito Lay's.
Woohoo!
Well, isn't that special?
It is special because I have a bone to pick with him, seeing how he should have been following from ages, but you know.
Yeah, why just now?
Yeah. But we'll let it go. We'll do this. We'll redo that, and that should pop back up there, shouldn't it? Do I have that?
Alright, I've already done my run up.
I've run amok. Hey!
Are you taxiing, Andy?
Yeah, I should be right behind you.
Oh, okay. I wasn't looking behind me. Oh, power slide, drifting. Perfect. Ish. Perfect ish. Draco, you're back on the same runway as us. Like there for a while, you were always in different places.
I think it just depends on the airport.
Oh, okay.
So are we taking off or are we waiting on Window Dog?
How far out
No,
are
you're
you, Mundo?
taking off.
No, we're taking
Yeah,
off.
just take off, yeah. What am I, Oop, if I can slow this down, 26 miles out,
Alright. Well, you
10 minutes, so by the time you guys take off, then that'll make it clear for me to land. And I can then turn and
turn and burn.
burn, yep.
Watacana Tower.
Watacana.
India Golf, ready for departure to the east at
it's very doubtful that I'll make it all the way to the terminal.
Takeoff, runway 9, departure to the east approved.
I'll make it all the way to the scene of the crash.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 9er.
Once again, I will tell someone I don't normally crash. I've given that habit up. I will eat in front of you guys, though. Caleb, hey, what's up? What are you flying? Cessna 182s? Yes, Cessna 182s. The A2A version of the 182 also.
Study level Cessna 182s,
Mm-hmm.
if you will.
They're a bitch to start.
Sharp cheddar cheese.
How's your night, guys? Well, not too bad. Found out that this flight, I flew it last week and didn't get credit for it, so redoing it. These guys are getting ready to take off.
Are you going to the Great White North Day?
Yeah, that was a bit quick takeoff, Zig.
Yeah.
I thought you almost stalled.
No, I forgot what plane I was flying, and I was way above my rotate speed and was still on the ground, and it started bouncing like boop, boop, boop. I was getting landing rates. I'm like, oh yeah, pull up, stupid. This isn't.
So did you pull up, and did you pull up too much? Or?
Yeah, and it started yelling at me, and then it veered off to the left really hard.
Oh yeah.
Call me stupid again.
It's all good.
Let's see. Am I close enough that I can get air traffic? Yes, I can get Zigga's air traffic. Look at that. He hasn't crashed yet.
Not yet. Not looking at what I'm doing either, so.
Got Draco behind him.
On nav here. Boom. Heading right out. Alright. Boy, that was. I don't want to jinx things, but things are getting a little too smooth in this plane.
There's Andrew. He's taken off, and I'm not too far from landing there.
Ooh, we got some gray clouds right there, Draco. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw 'em. Should be okay though.
That's
Yeah.
the clouds. With the Rex 4 and the Orbix, the clouds will literally wrap right around this. So as you fly through a cloud, it looks like cloud and smoke and stuff rolling right over the windshield.
Did you turn to the right already on course, Draco?
I'm turning on course now.
Oh, okay. I just didn't see where you ended up or where you're at. Oh, okay, you're over there. I got you. You're to my 9. There's Draco, everybody. I believe.
Okay, we're good there. Even if you're in outside view, you can literally watch the clouds wrap around it. So we'll see about as we go around this one.
I'm gonna pull up weather radar real quick.
You're leaving my airspace. Frequency
Got
change approved.
Danny.
There's Draco.
Takana departure. Cessna Zulu India Golf.
Oh, and I'm like above Zig.
4 miles
Yep,
east
no
of
precip.
Takana. Request flight following.
No, it's nice.
India Golf. Takana departure. Squad 20 at Wharf.
Why is my plane hiccuping like that? Why am I?
You may have fouled your plugs, or your mixture may not be right.
India Golf, please acknowledge. Squawk 2044, India Golf. Cessna Zulu, India Golf, radar contact 5 miles east of Akana, 1,800, altimeter 2990.
Turn left heading 10. Got it. Sorry, 101.
Getting bounced around a little bit by some wind.
India Golf.
What altitude were you going to, Draco?
4.
Okay, yeah, that's what I picked also.
Same here.
It's just way too high for me. I stayed down at 3.
Well, that's because you're afraid of heights.
I'm not afraid of heights.
I am. My butt puckers on top of an 8-foot stepladder.
I'm not so worried about the heights, and not even the falling. It's just that sudden stop at the end that bothers me a little bit.
Well, if you learn how to bounce, it's fine.
Tuck and roll, Draco.
Tuck and roll and bouncing works. Yeah.
Trust me, the only time I'm rolling is if I'm on fire.
The other one to do, and I haven't mastered it at all yet, is forgetting to hit the ground.
I don't think that's a thing.
It is a thing. I've read it in a book.
Well, then it must be true.
And if you know which book I'm referring to, 1,000 extra Moondog credits on Twitch.
Whoa. Who's that just zipped across and...
Fucking autopilot's trying to kill me.
Yeah, I see that. I'm like, is that a snowflake flying across? Nope, it's just a Draco. And then all of a sudden the red tag popped up. I'm like, holy crap. Andrew, what are you doing? Oh.
I'm cruising already.
No, I thought that was, I didn't know who it was. I was wanting you to.
Oh, fucking autopilot's trying to kill me.
What did it do? Still trying to kill you?
Yeah, for some reason it's stuck in a perpetual climb. Even though my flaps are up and I turned the autopilot off.
Is it in a VS instead of alt?
Nope, it's because the autopilot automatically adjusts your trim, and my plane is ass heavy.
Well, there's a way to fix that. Throw out all Zeke's beer.
Well, I won't have enough if he's not carrying some of it, too.
Just think you're not carrying as much as you would need if because Ernie's no longer
I
hanging
know.
around as much.
Yeah, that's true. Stuck in the cloud. Oh, there's a little bit of water. Now we can see a little bit again. Not in front of us, but
Mm-hmm. I'm in the clouds too.
we're pushing through. Oh, I was thinking about lights. We could turn our landing lights off. And our taxi lights. Good.
I like to keep them on until I'm above 10,000.
So you keep them on the whole time?
Yeah.
Really? That's like a thing?
Yeah.
Even in a small plane? Just
Yeah,
fly?
even in 172, we keep them on until we're above 10,000, just so people can see us, even in daytime.
Huh. mean, I know that's what usually do in the bigger planes, but
Okay. This persnickety bitch has decided not to try and kill me right now.
oh, you gotta settle down.
But right now,
Oh, there's runway. Runway in sight.
Alright, well, we have leveled out. Let's see, we want to be for cruise. I want to be 2,000 to 2,400 RPM.
that's the second time this damn autopilot has tried to kill me on this flight.
On the tour or on the flight?
Just this flight. I came within like 5 feet of hitting the ground on takeoff. Because I was climbing fine. It was nice and level, so I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and start autopilot. Second I did that, and I put my flaps up, it just put the nose straight down and went right at the ground. So then I was able to take it off autopilot just in time. And then now it decided to climb at 3,800 feet per minute while spinning in circles.
Yeah, it wouldn't be no fun without spinning in circles.
That's how it used to happen to me. He started spinning in circles. Next thing I hit the ground.
That's what tequila
Pretty
does
sure.
to you.
I'm pretty sure everybody on this plane just threw up like 12 times.
Moondog's about to land.
Yep. Did you figure that out because I got quieter because you're watching the stream?
Both.
Okay.
Luckily, even through all that, I'm still not too far behind you guys.
Ahead of me. Little low. Back on. Little.
Well, that's a great plane to fly when it's not trying to kill you.
They're all good planes to fly when they're not trying to kill you.
Thanks, Dan. Don't sink.
I have to say, the only two planes that have not tried to kill me with autopilot or without autopilot have been the F-50 and the Phenom.
Yeah, those are
Damn.
those are. Phenom.
Well, no, the Phenom even tried to kill me.
Yeah, that's happened a couple times, maybe early on, but it's pretty stable.
But the F-50, I've not had any issues with it.
Dan's over here trying to be my autopilot. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Now Andrew's throwing in pull up.
You know,
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Quite slow.
honestly, I really only have problems with like the airliners for whatever reason.
Dan.
See,
Oh, oh. That ain't happening.
So that's what's weird. On takeoff, I have no problems with the airliners. On landing with the airliners, that's where I have issues.
Oh
But
well, yeah.
on
It's usually,
takeoff with the GA stuff, I'll damn near plant it in the ground almost every time. But I have no problems landing them.
Yeah, watch out for the big tree.
Oh, I'm hoping that I can use it to clean the bottom of the plane off real quick.
997.
Well, the bottom of the plane looks pretty clean.
Have you been underneath there to look?
No, but I could just see it, like, viewing your plane right now.
Ah, okay.
So there's a new 7 Days to Die video put out.
I didn't watch it, but I saw it. I that didn't make any sense. I didn't watch it, but I saw that Joel posted one. How's that? Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Did you? It's on weapons, I guess.
Yep. And some new terrain.
Does it look good?
I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
Ah, well. The Forest is the new 7 Days to Die for me at the moment. Who's going the other way? Did I miss a turn? Oh, went off to the.
You made the wrong one at all.
I don't know.
I'm
Andrew's
going
coming back
direct.
at me.
What? No. I'm going direct.
I didn't miss a turn, but I did bounce it down the runway 3 times.
Well, the VOR was straight in line with direct.
Well, I'm going direct.
Somebody
Yeah,
just.
there's Zig.
Shut off the engines too real quick.
Are
So
you
this is
looping
not
around?
what
You doing
do
a
on the
you doing a
runway.
loop around?
No, I just have low power. I knocked it down, that's why.
Oh.
Right. Now that that's done.
I do love the reflections of the clouds in the water.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then stop in file. Thank you. That one, yes. Nope. What's up quick in that?
Yeah, originally was going like 90 knots so you guys can catch up to me. And then Zig just comes flying past.
I'm doing like 130 right now.
Oh, so am I.
Doing 122.
And then here, I need to jump over here.
Did you remember to close your cow flaps?
Nope. I usually do, but
Prevent PC. MDPC is where we just took off, where you just took off.
yep.
And we're going to
TG
TG.
TJIG.
Yeah, T-Jig.
Did you file your pirate?
San Juan. Yes, I did.
Yeah, I'm 50 miles out, 24 minutes from the VOR, BQN.
Okay. And
I'm 105, I think.
okay, save.
No, 102 nautical miles out from the airport, 44 minutes.
Turn on.
No, we probably could have done the Dukes in this one, or a caravan or something.
We probably should do it for the next one, because the next one's pretty lengthy. I think it was either this one or the next one. I know both of these will take pretty long. ETA for this flight is about like an hour and 7 minutes, while the other one's like 45.
down from it. We're good there. We're good there. Flaps go up to there. And trim needs to come down. To there. And quickly tune to. Yeah, give me clearance quickly. I haven't removed myself from your runway.
I don't deal with ATC anymore. These FSX ATC. Just too much of a hassle.
We only do it for takeoff and landing, and that's about it. Otherwise, I don't even mess with it.
Yeah, because especially for my planes that have an FMC, I'll try to fly my approach leg that I already like fixed in. They're like, ATC's trying to make you zigzag back and forth. Like, turn to this heading. Oh wait, now turn to this one. Now turn back to the other heading. And then they're like, oh yeah, the airport's like 20 miles. Like, just let me know when you have the runway in sight. And they just don't talk to you again until they clear you to land.
Did you set your barometer, your barometric pressure for your altimeter?
Yeah.
I was just wondering because you're like 66 feet higher than me, so.
Well, I didn't set it till I had already kind of locked on to cruise, so I am 66 feet higher than you. Because I didn't,
Okay.
I didn't arm the autopilot so it would reset. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it had already went into cruise mode or whatever.
Time to go.
I'm getting like 2998 or 2999 my altimeter setting.
2998.
Yeah, something like that.
Are you flying a 182?
Yeah,
Andrew?
I'm flying a 182.
Just wondering how you're so much further ahead of me and Zig.
Probably because my RPM, maybe. I have my engine RPM set to 75. And then my throttle set to 70. Or either I just have less weight, because I only have like half fuel and then just a pilot.
I got half fuel, I think 100 pounds of luggage and 3 passengers.
So that might be why, maybe.
Because I got my mixture at 36, RPMs at 76, and I'm maxed out on throttle. And I'm doing like 135.
No, I got my mixture at 55, and then my rest is at 75 and 70. But then again, I do have the wheel-it kind of things, which help for aerodynamics.
Well, so do I.
Have you
No.
done any FS economy flights yet, Draco? Or
No. I was so busy today. This is the first time I've actually been on, except for when my son was playing Eco.
your son was playing Eco?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I was thinking of the Forest.
Oh God, no! I wouldn't let him play that game.
There's two reasons why he wouldn't let him play. One, he's a little young. Two, he doesn't want to be shown up by him.
Moondog, you were the one who was sitting on top of a rock trying not to get bit in the ass by an alligator.
Mm-hmm. That was sure me.
I requested today for my account, so how does that work on there then? Like, what do you got to do to help out for the whole Monkey Air thing, or do you just fly flights and Monkey Air makes money, a little bit of money too?
Yes.
That's how it works? So
Sorry, doing three things here: running a stream, responding to Discord chats, and such. Yeah, what you do is once you're a part of the Monkey Show or MS Air,
right.
You can do flights for yourself, you can do flights for the company, or you can also just pay the company money out of stuff that you've earned.
So if you do flights for the company, do you make any personal money, or does it just go?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
No, yeah. I think it's set up currently 35 or 40% goes of what you earn goes to you, the pilot. The rest goes to the airline. If you set up the flight, even if you take it for yourself, and then in my flight you decide to fly it for the Monkey Show, then you the company pays for like fuel and stuff instead of you.
Okay.
And all those expenses come out of there, which is fine, and then you still get paid because we're working on getting airplanes. It's like almost everything that we've earned has been going right back into the company to make the money to pay for the planes that we're trying to get.
Gotcha.
See, I'm kind of deciding if I want to sign up or not, and maybe fly a little bit and help out.
I'd mentioned that I'd seen some videos of somebody, we were talking the other night about, I was like, do you have to keep your passengers happy and stuff like that? And I thought that I had seen videos where, you know, there was like a passenger rating on your flights or whatever, and that I don't think that was FS economy. I think that was FS
maybe
passengers.
air hauler?
No.
Air hauler.
No,
Well,
it's-
air hauler
that
does have that.
well, yeah, I know.
Yeah, and it judges you on your landing.
Yeah, because, you know, I had that, have that, so I know how that one is. But I think it was called, the other one was called, what the guy was using. I was watching his air hauler videos, and I saw that he had videos on there for something else, and I think it was FS Passengers or something like that. It was kind of like a FS Economy type of thing.
Damn, Andrew, did you throw the anchor out of your plane or something?
I slowed down because you asked why I was going so fast.
Well, you went from being like 6 miles ahead of me to like 3.7 in a blink of an eye.
It's because I pulled the power back all the way to like 25%. So I'm pretty much doing slow flight.
I'll actually kind of be glad when we're done with the Caribbean flights.
So there's a second set of them, or were you looking at wanting to do something bigger planes, or just be done with the tours for a while?
Doesn't necessarily have to be done with tours, just maybe bigger planes, but not airliners.
Oh. Because I was going to say I'm already doing an airliner one, US tour. I'm about like halfway done with that.
I don't know that there's going to be anything in between, really, Draco, as far as a tour that's set up
Yeah, I really haven't looked.
in a plane that we all have, anyways.
Well, isn't there C-47 flights?
They're long.
Are they?
I mean, the U.S. tour I'm doing, most of them are like an hour flight, and that's it. And like a 7-3.
Yeah,
Maybe even less.
But
I don't
yeah,
know, maybe just do some of these GA flights in slightly faster planes like the Duke or...
Yeah. They have plenty of GA flights, and they have plenty of flights that we can use for the Phenom. And
Because I like to be
or,
lower to the
Fokker.
ground. You know, because I like to be lower to the ground so I can see the scenery and...
Now that the scenery's interesting to look at.
Yeah. Instead of everything being brown.
Norway prop tour or UKGA tour. Greek islands. Australia.
Andrew, did you pause your simulator?
Yeah.
It's like, because you're sitting still.
No, I turned into an airplane. I guess the
Sure.
only like small one would be
What were you before?
CRJs. Cessna.
You said you turned into an airplane, so what were you before if you just now turned into an airplane?
your
An
Harrier,
airplane.
you're just sitting there hovering.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the only other like ones would be a CRJ or DC-6.
See, we could do the CRJ one probably in the Phenom, because that would be a substitution.
Yeah, it's a Canadian
Yeah.
tour.
Yeah, we'd. I don't know if you were there when we did, Draco, but Moondog and I talked about the Canadian tour, that we could do that in the Phenom because it's in the substitution list. It's really too bad that the Fokker and the Dash 8 aren't on the same substitution line.
Mm-hmm.
That does kind of suck because then
they're-
I could do Dash 8 stuff and you guys could do, and you could do Fokker stuff and
Yeah, because they're
Moondog
very,
could do Fokker stuff because he's got that Dash 8.
and it's kind of surprising.
I ain't,
'cause
no. I ain't ever doing that Dash 8 ever again.
It's kind of surprising because they're very similar planes. You know what I mean?
They are.
Yeah.
So it's
The Islander's even really close to that. That David's been flying.
Or there's the Havilland our DHC-6 Seattle tour, and then of course the Australian and New England GA tours. That's kind of about it for like small planes that aren't like big jetliners.
So I'm trying to figure out how far behind I am to you guys. I'm 109, just under 109 from final destination.
I'm 17 from
Okay.
the BQN.
Are you going direct, Moondog?
I did direct so I could try and not have VORs to
Yeah, I'm 76, I believe, right now. To
Well,
the
76, so I'm 32 behind you guys.
Well, this flight here it wouldn't have mattered because the VOR is in the direct. It's the
Pretty
same
close.
path.
Yeah. The only thing it doesn't do is
like total distance.
keep us, yeah. But if he did direct also, then
So I
Yeah, I'm
been-
doing direct.
yeah.
off and on I've been watching videos on how to use Plan G.
how to use what?
What happened to
G.
all the other plans?
We'll call this perfect.
I don't know what Plan G is.
It's free flight planning software.
Oh,
Basically, you go in there, you can plan your flight, and then you can export it to FSX.
I thought there was a way you could do Sky Vector and somehow export it.
No, because it says right on there it's only for real pilots. So really, even messing around with it, other than just looking at it can get you in trouble with the FAA.
And because you're a student, you could probably get away with it a bit more than what we could, but yeah, not
Well,
going
I don't
to,
use Sky Victor. Use for flight and plan all that. Because you
Yeah.
could make a flight plan. It's just you don't want to hit. You don't want to actually like file it and do a whole bunch of steps.
So why would you want to use something else to plan your flight?
Because there's a lot more things involved, like intersections and different different VORs that you can set your flight to, and
Like actual
also
approaches and departures too.
yeah,
Like
and you
stars and SIDS.
well yeah stars and SIDS, but you can get the ILS approaches or frequencies for the runways. You can get the NDBs.
I mean, is that like, is it complicated to do that? My point is, why would I want to spend any extra time to do that?
It looks like once you learn it, it's not complicated. It's just
Is it more complicated than say I'm starting here and I want to go here, find my route?
yeah, because if you can do that, but then it just does like a direct GPS.
Right. I mean, you get what I'm saying, right? Like,
Yeah.
why would I want to spend the time to do that on a regular basis? What's the
Right, 'cause
advantage?
Have you heard him squawk when I go, it didn't have, so when I've done its GPS and then changed VORs, I mean, I've heard
I don't ever
squawking
complain
before,
when you
but-
do that.
But
I
Someone
just,
has, I know that.
I mean, I've seen like Captain Mac do that and other people do that, and it's like, unless you're really into the whole aviation thing, like, why would I want to invest my time in doing that?
well, the other
What's
thing
the
I've been looking at
advantage,
too
I guess?
is the moving map.
Yeah, I kind of saw that too.
Well, the thing is though, is that basically Dovetail and Steam, they just took one portion of that program and said, here, it's ours. It's actually a full, much more in-depth program from another company.
Yeah, it really looks like really cool. The only downside that I could see is if you don't have multiple monitors, you have to like alt tab and just go back and forth.
Yeah.
But that's
Which-
about it.
You know, for like me and Moondog, that doesn't really matter much. And Zig, I think you can set yours up on.
I have
He
multiple
has
monitors.
The 2 screens. Yeah.
Well, you have 2 screens now, right? That's right.
Yeah, he's
I've
he's always had it for flying.
When we were flying, I used to have 2 screens and a laptop set up. I would pull up charts on the laptop, and I have all my like GPS and streaming stuff off on the second monitor, all the other windows that, you know what I mean?
Well, the thing about that moving map, though, is that basically it shows you all the taxiways and everything
Well, that would
and
be
the
nice.
gates for the airports. And
Parking
then,
areas,
when you
ILS.
well, then when you take off, it actually will follow you and show you where you've come from and what direction you're heading. So it's
So
like
I need a
it's
third
like
monitor.
A GPS also.
Is that what you're saying? Third? I need
No, because you can make it smaller and stick it up in like a corner or something.
I'm full. My second, I can't even, I barely have room for, when we're streaming, I barely have room for anything else on my second monitor.
Well, minimize OBS.
It is.
Then minimize
I
your
have,
stream.
well, it's kind of just laying in the back so I can see if my stream health is red or green is about it.
Or pull your stream up on the laptop.
But I don't really need to see that. I have the chat, I have the GPS open, and then usually any other like windows that I like to see. Like right now I have the control window open, and I have the pilot notes window open, laying
Well, then
behind
yes.
laying
you'll
behind
need
the GPS.
Well, then yes, you'll need a third smaller monitor.
Damn it.
Okay, so
Actually, I
because
have
of-
one, but I don't have a way to plug it in.
because of the time that it is, it's actually the next day on the VA's calculations and everything. And currently, pilot 261 is leading with the lowest landing rate,
Which is what?
118.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It
I'm
resets
just-
it.
It resets at midnight.
Yeah.
Zulu,
Which is
actual
6 my
Zulu
time.
time. Yeah. It resets at midnight Zulu, which, you know, depending on where you are in the world.
Someone put a 265 in a F50, and then a 300 in a 7.3.
So yeah, I'm out of plugins for monitors. I have one on HDMI, and then I have one on DVI, and then I think I don't know what other option I have
Well,
for
I can
output
fix this
on
for
my
you,
card.
Zig. Fix this for you, Zig. You need to move everything, both computers, into the same room, and then you have both computers running.
Yeah, then you just network them.
Mhm.
That's
Network them, and you can also then have multiple screens off of both computers. So now you can get the pod effect going, where you've got 4 and 5 monitors going.
It'll look like mission control.
networking them just sounds too complicated. I kind of
I don't have mine networked for the flight stuff, but I do have it where all the stream elements and just monitoring the streams are all on the second computer.
right.
The stuff with Millennium is on the other, is on a tab over there. Chat, when I make sure that it's up on top of everything, is there. The second screen has OBS sort of in the background and Discord in the background, and then like ATC and Active
Yeah.
Sky and all that stuff.
Well, when we were flying in North America or in the States where I could pull up the charts, I always used the secondary computer to pull the charts up on, so I could just always have my
Yeah.
window open for flight.
Yeah.
Have my instrument windows that I wanted over on the secondary monitor, and then be able to pull up charts and do whatever on the laptop. But since we've been flying not in the United States, then I can't pull up charts, so it really doesn't help.
I do pull up what we can find on the other computer, but
Well, the
Yeah.
thing is, though, is with moving map, we won't have to worry about pulling up charts anymore because it's all right there.
Right.
that would be nice for that, as long as it has an ILS or whatever. Now, my only concern with this flight is when I landed and loaded everything. My actual takeoff time was earlier than the scheduled departure, so that's the only concern.
They don't get you for that.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, because I took off 21 minutes early.
Then took off like
Well,
I
then
think,
I don't feel
12
so
late.
bad because I only took off 7 minutes actually early.
and I took off like 12 late.
Wait,
Now, maybe if you're in the professional division flying, that might be more of a thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll get more to like FAA restrictions where you have to take off 15 before or after. Because then the FAA will actually start calling you.
I must have a hell of a tailwind.
Yeah, I was just thinking that because I'm like, I gotta be careful. I'm gonna overspeed here. What's going on?
Because I'm pulling back on I'm pulling back on the throttle and I'm still doing like 139.
I can't even get it up to that speed yet.
I'm like full throttle and everything except for mixture, and I'm still at like
Oh.
130.
But it also comes down to, are you running active sky or anything.
Nope.
Because
I'm running FSX, like weather, and that's about it.
So
FSX
nothing.
weather is notoriously unreliable.
Mm-hmm. It's because I don't have money for like active sky or all those like other pricey things.
Are you kidding? I had to save up for active sky.
I'm saving up for real flying.
And that, my fellas, is one-upping.
But you can't die in a simulator. Die in real flying.
Mm-hmm.
Land ho! Oh, wait a minute. Wrong game.
So I found out last week the guy's house I've been doing some tile work at is a retired pilot, airline pilot.
That's cool.
That was interesting.
Did you get all giddy and schoolgirlish?
You know, I wasn't really talking to him. The painters were, so I didn't get to really talk to him about it too much. But he left shortly thereafter, and it came up because he was going to Florida or whatever. And one of the, I don't know, maybe painters have worked for him before, and they said something. I just heard him, and maybe I wasn't paying attention, and I just heard him say, "So does everybody in your family get to fly for free?" I was like, wait, fly for free? What are they talking about? And then they're blah, 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 and blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Right. I understand blah, 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 blah.
I was gonna say, because he may not necessarily have been a pilot, could have been a flight attendant at one point. Yeah.
No, he
A
was.
retired flight attendant, because them and their families get to fly for free.
No, he was a pilot. I asked him, or they were talking about that a little bit, that he was a pilot. What kind of planes he flew in that. So, but the painters I work with on a regular basis, they don't ever stop talking, like all day long. Yeah, back, 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 back. So I tend to like just tune them out. So I missed
Wow.
part of the conversation till I heard something about flying, and then my ears perked up. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure what I missed, or because the one guy he'll talk to the chair if there's nobody around to talk to. He'll just talk to the chair. He can't like not talk. I've like been in the room while he's talking with his back to me, went out of the room, cut a piece of tile, and come back, and he's still talking, and I'm just like, mm-hmm. And I leave again and come back, and he's still talking.
Well, you were doing the bok, 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 bok sounds right there.
Yeah.
You know, like chatter, like a chicken, right?
Right?
I worked with another Amish guy, and he would actually literally be in the other room clucking like a chicken.
That's a little weird.
It's a lot weird. There's nothing a little bit about that.
See, when I'm at work, I very rarely speak. And I work with a bunch of women, so it's just all day long. And they'll come up and talk to me, and whatever they say is usually like 2 minutes long, when it could have been summed up in like 3 words. And I just look at them and go, uh-huh. Okay.
And because I did IFR, I've already turned off for them to line me up for some reason. Well, turn back on the heading 105. Thank you.
I'm still 69% into my flight.
Yeah, I'm 40 miles out still.
Well, I'm 75 from destination, so.
Right. I'm 38, 16 minutes out.
16:35 for me, so. But you guys are both on the actual airport now, right?
Yeah.
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 I just keep pulling back on the throttle, and it will not slow down from 140 knots.
I'm over here like full everything now, trying to catch up.
I'm not going that fast, but excuse me. I'm at 131.
Well, I just
And
You guys are just busting ass, and it's like I'm the one that needs to catch up. I can't.
Well,
I'm keeping it at the same speed as you, but I can't catch up then.
well, I just pulled my throttle back to 74%, and that finally slowed me down to like 130.
I haven't touched anything since I hit cruising speed, cruising altitude. I set everything up and I haven't touched it, so.
No, I have to max it to match you guys so that I can try and at least keep up with you guys, so you guys don't have to sit there and wait for me.
Oh, we're not waiting.
We could do the Coronado, or the Caravan for the next flight, since that one's about like an hour long in these.
This will be my only flight tonight.
I don't remember what you said. Are you up early tomorrow?
Yep. But usually my day shifts means that they go by really quick, and then I'm usually home by like 3:30. But then I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna go to Best Buy, try and pick up a couple adapters, so that way I can rework my monitors and have 3 monitors running.
And that is how you do that, guys.
Do what?
Have multiple monitors.
What I really want to do, though, is maybe someday get a 4th one so that I can have like all the information on one, and then run 3 monitors just for flying. But that's a ways down the road.
Well, you know what? With how long these flights have taken, we'll probably wrap it up at the end of the flight then. For the stream, it is, at least. So no one got the book reference. That would be The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the 3rd book.
Never read the book. Never saw the movie.
Well, the movie...
And I'm just assuming it's a movie because you're a movie buff.
No, I read all the books. I've read
did
the
you?
books like 4 different times. The books are a whole lot better than any one of the movies. There's been 2 movies for The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And,
Didn't I do a PC game of that too?
yeah. Yeah, actually that was there before the movies. And,
No, I thought I saw Games for Kicks play it.
well, there may have been, but there was one even further before. It was more of a script type deal where you had to read what you were doing and put in the next step as to what to do.
Oh, it's the text-based
Yeah,
game. I remember those from back in the 80s,
I had
90s.
that one, and also had my mom had a couple where it was a murder mystery type setup, and those were pretty good. I never did stuff in who killed the guy in bedroom or whatever it was.
But here's the important thing. Did you figure out who framed Roger Rabbit?
No.
Did you figure out? Frame Roger Rabbit.
Because as far as I can tell, he's a drawing with no frame.
Alright, runway 9.
No, I have runway 10. No, wait a minute. I do have 9. Sorry. It was traffic for someone else for runway 10.
Alright. I'll be right back.
Oh, runway 10 for airport, just west east of it.
Yeah.
San Juan.
Could be, I don't know. Whatever's still on the channel that I'm on. Given descent maintained for ILS for runway 10.
Yeah, it's an international airport, so I could see why it has ILS.
Sun 1 Center,
Yeah.
Cessna Zulu India Golf with you. Cessna Zulu India Golf, San Juan Center, Roger. Altimeter 3000.
Procedures, enter. GPS 9. RNAV. Oh crap. What's the difference between RNAV and GPS? Flight student?
They're pretty much the same thing. GPS is just the newer version of RNAV.
Okay. Radio navigation and GPS.
Yeah. Radio
Okay.
navigation is like ground-based GPS kind of signals. So when you're in mountains, it kind of gets a little iffy.
And then GPS is satellite, global
Yeah.
positioning satellite. So,
Pretty sure.
well, I do know GPS stands for global positioning system.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, RNAV and GPS for runway 9.
and then I'm putting a drywall up in at my job there, Zig. Getting ready for bathtub in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And because it's all 3/16 and like fat half-inch, it's like I need 3/4 inch drywall for the repair
Oh, because of the plaster.
because of the plaster.
They
So
don't,
I've been
they don't
literally-
make such a thing, do they?
No, they don't. And I'm not going to get 5/8 and hanging on the wall either. So I got half-inch, and so I'm trying to find shim. I found it. The old cabinets that I tore out, all the sides. Double them up, and with the drywall, it makes it perfect height. Because the siding's like a fat 1/8
All right.
inch thick panel. So
I,
double it up on those makes it almost perfect.
well, I've in situations like that ripped down like 1/4 inch Luan or whatever into 1.5 inch strips and nailed that on the studs and then screwed drywall on, or I've used 3/8 or 7/16 or not 7/16 5/16
Yeah.
3/8 plywood or whatever to fur it out to match plaster before.
Yeah. Well, I was working on the fact that I don't have a table saw on site.
Oh,
I was
okay.
able to get that, but I'd still use circular saw made.
Yeah, you
rip
can use
them,
a circular
down
because
to-
it doesn't got to be pretty.
Yeah. No, it just has to shim it out.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at a couple spots. I go, well, this is a little bit too long. Breaking them in half and snapping them, and it's like they're not breaking nice. Who's going to see it once the drywall's
Yeah,
up?
nobody.
No one cares. They're not going to see the knob, the new age knob and tube that's in the house. So, yes, I said
There's Zig.
knob and tube in the house, and they have it set up with new 14 gauge wire or 12 gauge wire on the knob and tube.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's weird. Is that
It is
legal?
really- I talked to the electrician about it twice, and he goes, "No, that's fine." Okay.
I guess if it still has it and it's still working and nobody's changed it, and you don't change it, I guess it's okay.
I think it's okay.
Ugh.
I mean, there was discovery. I pulled it off. but it's not the old wire. It's new wire wrapped around the poles. It's it's not
Yeah.
Romex.
Yeah, I get you.
So I guess in that regard, it's fine. It's just I'm not sure. I would have gone through the whole house and rewired it that way, but someone did.
Wow. That just seems crazy these days.
Yeah, especially when they needed a ground. And I have to have grounds around the kitchen. And they had to add a wire to make the ground.
Yeah.
Well, some of this coast looks really nice. I'm half tempted to break IFR and cancel it and just fly along the coast at about 100 feet. 50 miles out. Just got pause.
I'm 13 out.
You're 13 out, Draco?
Yep.
How'd that happen? I'm 10 miles out, lining up for final. I thought you were in front of me, were you not?
I was.
Yeah, I'm passing you now.
Yeah, I'm 12 out, 6 minutes.
And I'm, let's see,
15 minutes.
almost 3 behind Draco. Like 2.7 right now.
I see you, Zig. You're still behind me. 2.5.
Oh, it's because I logged on to the waypoint already. Like I activated the approach, so. Oh, wait a minute, but I didn't hit the nav button. Not good. Now I should be. Come on, turn. Okay, yeah. I'm way too high though, I think. Way too high. Let's get this baby down.
Oh shit, that's why I was flying slow.
Flaps.
No, cow flaps.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm descending to 2,000.
Yeah, shut up.
At about 108, 110, something like that.
Hmm?
So I'm at like 108, 110, something like that, airspeed.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so. Up 299. 29.99 or 1016 millibar.
Well, I got signature flight sport out here and a millionaire.
You got Amelia Earhart out there, huh?
No, million air.
Oh.
It's another expensive FBO.
They think they may have actually found her, finally.
How did they do that?
DNA on some remains, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's a long story, but apparently they found some remains back in like 1941, 42, something like that. During the war, the Japanese did, and apparently through with the war and everything, the remains were lost. But with the documentation and everything about the length of the bones and whatnot, with some new science and stuff that they've done, they think that, and where it was found, they think that it was her, that it was actually was Amelia Earhart that was found, and that she actually survived the plane crash and lived on an island for probably about a year or so before she died.
Interesting.
Are there pappy lights, Draco?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, there are, and I'm like right behind Draco. I need to slow the hell down.
Yeah, I think the end of the the beginning of the runway is just right on the other side of this, this little inlet or bay here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's on the other side. I see it. I see you too.
Oh, wait a minute. Is what I see the runway, not the runway?
Oh.
Is that
Let's
a
see.
building? You guys are way up there.
There's like a oil tanker or something.
I was like lined up on something, and it's actually like a skyscraper, but it looked like a, from the perspective I was at, it looked like a runway, like way out. You know what I mean?
This is gonna land on the side of a skyscraper.
I'm already at like 500 feet.
Oh, were you that tower that's like right to your right there?
Yeah. When I was way back there, the way the angle was, it looked like kind of like a runway. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
look at that.
that's
There.
not a runway.
No, it's not.
No. Yeah, I've jumped up and close enough that I can view from you guys. So we're following Zig in.
Yeah, I'm close enough. I can almost see like every single detail of Draco's plane.
I think I see the pappy lights now.
Yeah, I'm right on the glide slope. I got 2 green, 2 red.
I was wondering why I
White.
couldn't see them.
That's it.
Andrew, do you want to get any closer?
Sure.
Heaven forbid he pulls up and he loses some speed.
I can hear your engine.
Well, in a minute you're going to see his engine.
There goes Zig. I just got caught in his prop wash.
I went underneath you?
Yeah.
You did.
No kidding. Sorry.
Yeah. All of a sudden you went underneath me and I just felt my plane bouncing around. Buzzing all these homes and everything at 500 feet. I'm at 700, I believe.
Whoa.
And I'm like literally right behind you.
And Zig went, oh shit, pulled and peeled off.
He's like, oh, there's the runway. God, jeez, what the hell's my trim set to?
42.
Negative.
Yeah, it's like -20. Jesus.
Frito, we're not hanging out with you. We're in stream, and we do that normally in Zig's channel. You're welcome to jump over here. Does he have
Not
link
yet,
to
but
it?
as soon as I land,
Okay.
I'll link to it.
Make sure I kick him the minute he gets here.
But I did at the beginning of the stream thank you for being number 50 on the follower list there.
I just watched Zig's landing. It looked like a World War II dive bomber. He just was at sea level, then went straight up and then dove right onto the...
200.
I haven't even landed yet.
Well, that's what your altitude was showing me.
Oh.
100. 50. 40.
Oh boy.
30.
Oh boy. No, wait a minute. I guess I should be.
20,
I'm good here. So let's go see here.
10,
Oh, there's a
Oh,
bounce. There's a bounce.
Ouch.
Zig, get the hell off the runway.
There's another bounce.
Draco, I'm right behind you. I don't think I'll care.
I'll just keep taxiing, so don't worry about it.
There's no longer a fence there. There's a
Oh,
Draco. And then Andrew is
Oh, come on.
bouncing down the runway too.
No.
Nope. Okay. That's 3 planes landed. We're all right there. We got to see them.
I just Tokyo drifted and I heard my tires screeching and
Dominique ground. Cessna Zulu India Golf taxi to parking. Cessna Zulu India Golf taxi to general
That was a pretty good landing.
taxiway. Taxiing
269.
parking via taxiway. Cessna
Mine was 333. It was a little rough. I knew I was going to jinx it by saying things were looking a little too smooth in this plane.
But I think I took out the fence at the end of the runway.
I clicked on you just as it looked like you had gone through the fence.
How fast did you come in there, Draco?
Like 80 knots.
Oh, I came in too slow. I was at like 50. That was
Oh.
my problem. I about fell out of the sky and landed on the runway.
But then I was trying to stop the plane. I couldn't stop it. So then I started trying to veer off. So that way I didn't get run over by Andrew. And I'm pretty sure I just wore the tread right off the tires.
Zig, if you send that, he wants a holler because he's flying over Nevada right now himself.
Well, I pretty much got a 140 on the landing.
Well, aren't you special?
Are you talking about Frito?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just parked, so.
Oh, you know what? I wasn't thinking about it. What am I doing? I'm the only one not doing anything right here, and if I just go do this and then invite to there.
What you think of my
All
parking
right.
job there?
Take a look and see if you've got it there, Frito. Should have been straight to your message.
And then I'll
And then
I'll
once you
set up
do-
the
yeah.
permissions to come in here in just a second.
Yeah.
Pirate filed.
Stop flight.
Okay. Let's take a look at this.
Jump over to Discord.
You're gonna want me to veer to the right here in a moment. Come on.
File pirate. So with this plane, if you want damage on, does it have to say damage on? Or do you
Yes.
click it to where it says damage off?
Oh yeah, no. You want it to say damage on. If you want damage. If you don't want it, then it has to say damage off.
Hey, Frito.
Hey, Frito.
Frito?
I was just getting ready to
Oh,
take
there.
off.
Oh.
Taking off is almost as important as landing.
Yeah, it's a little easier actually.
It is.
Sometimes.
That's why we state in the streams. If you don't hear us talking, we're probably landing. That's when
Yeah.
it gets quiet. Start
Yeah.
concentrating and stuff like that.
Well, and I'm playing with real time, so it's dark all over the U.S. right now,
Oh, okay.
and that's even more fun. Like the last one I did was going into an airport in Fulton, Georgia, on the other side of. I had to fly across Atlanta with all the AI traffic, and then you turn into the airport. Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah.
And I had no idea where I was going because I'd never been there before.
Been
Oh, yeah.
where?
Fulton, Georgia.
It's a northern suburb, if I remember right, because the name sounds familiar because we went
like
to
it seemed like it was like southeast, but
southeast.
I
Okay.
could be wrong.
Well, I only recognize it because with the one landlord, we went down on the trip to Florida. We stopped in Fulton, outside of Georgia, to pick up carpet, right from the carpet mills.
Oh, nice.
And it's like, because you could get it, at almost half price right from there.
All
But
right,
I
guys.
can't.
I'm off for the night.
You're off for the night. All right.
Yep.
Everyone say goodbye to Draco.
Bye,
Draco.
I'll probably be on tomorrow night. Maybe I'll have my third monitor set up by then. Who knows?
You just impress us with that third monitor then.
I couldn't care less if anybody was impressed or not.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'll catch you all later.
See ya.
See you later, bud.
All right. What? How freaking far? 16 miles still yet. 7 minutes. Why did the first 30 miles seem to go by like it was nothing? I'm doing exactly the same speed and it's taking forever now. Turn right 185. Thank you.
You guys want to do a caravan for this next flight? Because it'll be 45 minutes and 182.
Figure that out after I get down.
Alright, because I'm going to get my other one up.
Yeah, whoever owns this plane in Eli, Nevada, really wants it back because they're paying me $1,000 to fly the plane back with passengers.
Yeah. That's really good. I had one where I ferried it from Cape Bay in the Bahamas back to Miami. They wanted it back 25,000.
Ooh.
Plus,
Yeah,
I was able to fill it with, yeah. So that's the flight that I made 43,000 for the company, and then I promptly lost 4,000 because I did it the next one incorrectly. So hey, you win some, you lose some.
Well, I watched last night. I was getting ready because I knew I'd be flying today, and so I watched about 3 hours of YouTube just on FS economy. Just like different half-hour long videos on how to set things up and look for jobs and find jobs and what pays and what doesn't. So then I started today and I'm like, oh yeah, I could do this. I think I've done 4 or 5 trips. I think I'm on number 5 right now, and I've made like 12 grand a day in 4 or 5 hours flight time.
That's good.
That doesn't sound too bad.
No, it's pretty easy. I mean, I switched from the caravans to the King Air 300s, the Beechcraft.
Yeah.
I like it a lot better.
I like the King Air.
Moondog has a King
2
Air.
and 350. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all I've got is the base game, so it's the only one I've got.
Then
Like,
in that, it's nice. It's got
it's a lot nicer than the base game Caravan. Let's put it that way.
yeah.
At least for now. Next week, I'm probably buy a mod plane and have something really fancy. But yeah.
Oh, the addiction has begun.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Frito,
Well,
that you got sucked in. It happened to me too.
I spend probably anywhere from $100 to $200 a month on video games.
Right.
So if I just start buying airplanes, who gives a crap? I didn't want to swear on your stream, but yeah.
Why? It wouldn't been the first time it's been done.
It's not my stream. I'm not gonna start cursing, but yeah, I don't care. If I spend $40 on an airplane, okay.
Yeah.
That's how it
wish I could
starts.
do some stuff
Then
like
it's
that.
scenery, then it's this, then it's that.
Well, I bought the Steam version, so I can get all those scenery packs through Steam, and that's what I figured I was going to do. And those go on sale all the time for like $10.
And I was the one that said when Moondog and Draco started flying, like when I wasn't around, and then I'd get on and like, oh, we can do whatever you want now, Zig. We're done flying, and I'm like, have you ever thought about flying? And I'm like, I don't think I'd like that game. 300 hours later, and who knows how many dollars.
So why is it nobody likes the in-game air traffic control thing?
I don't know. I use it all the time.
Yeah,
I'm digging it. I think it's cool.
The honeymoon will wear off a little bit, but we use it all the time. I use it quite a bit. I mean, I don't use it. I guess I should say I leave it on. It can be handy when I find it to be handy when you're flying. Like we can download the charts. I have a website we can get the charts in the United States for the airports.
Yeah.
So you know your approach altitudes and your ILS frequencies and that stuff. But they don't have them for like all the other countries. So when we're flying over there, sometimes if you do a IFR flight, it's nice because they'll tell you how to fly in on the approach a little bit. But then it's annoying because they'll just tell you fly straight in, and the airport's off to your like 9 o'clock, and you're like, wait, what? And then they don't ever say anything again. So you got to kind of learn the I don't know what the right word is. The inconsistency of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that should be now named Zig's Runway Tower or.
Oh.
but
yeah, the runway tower, the runway skyscraper apartment building that I was going to land on.
Yeah. All right. Let's.
So were we going to fly these, or did we want to fly something a little faster for the next one? How are we going to do a next one? Draco's gone already.
Draco's gone already. That's why I wasn't sure. But yeah, because I didn't want him to have to catch up so much. But yeah.
I mean, I'm already in a Caravan, but I'm down to swap back over the 182 if I need to.
Oh,
I got used to doing like 140 and having the Caravan just pinned wide open most of the time. And this is the second time I've taken out the Beechcraft. And I look down and I'm doing 260. I'm like, oh yeah. Crap.
Yeah, that'll pick up some speed on you. It'll move.
It gets up and goes. So I was at 13,000 feet, and then stupid air traffic control is like, yeah, drop to 9,700. I'm like, okay, and then they're like, yeah, all right, go back up to 12,000.
Yeah.
The hell? Make up your damn mind.
What the deuce?
Yeah, that's what happens there.
Mm-hmm. So I don't
and
really.
Now they're yelling at me.
them.
Come on, go faster, get up there.
Well, you're a semi-professional, Andrew. So You know, we know why it might annoy you more because you know you're actually in pilot school. The rest of
I
us are
actually
just hacks, and
know
we don't care. Yeah.
what they're supposed to say. Which some of it is kind of true, but then the other half is eh.
But isn't there like some third-party programs that do AI traffic control?
There was one that actually goes off of like real live ATC, but that's
Yeah.
like way too many steps, and I'm just like, screw it. I just won't deal with it.
Gotcha.
So I just don't deal with ATC at all, unless I'm doing VATSIM. That's it.
And like that VetSim, that's like real people, and
Yeah,
you know,
and they actually like
BP
train
does that
for it.
too, and I'm just not comfortable enough to actually do that. Now with that moving map thing, that would help a lot because my biggest fear is like the way I play. You know, I'm in the living room and my TV is so far away that like I can't read like the taxiway sign so good. You know, and I would get lost. That's my biggest fear. Is like taxiing around after they read off like 10 different directions to you. You know, and then I'm like, what? What did he say? Where do I go? I'd be taxiing around like an idiot on the airport going, what?
Just driving around in circles.
Yeah, while they're yelling at you, they're like, hey, stupid, you're on the wrong one. Well, I don't know. I can't see it.
All right, I'll go over here now.
Yeah, see, normally, like, when I fly in real life, I'll have, like, a little notepad, so I write down, like, what the taxiing, where to go. Which, I mean, kind of does help, too.
Yeah, but, yeah, I get that part. It'd be easy to write it down, but when you can't see it on the video game, like, you can't read the signs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes it hard. But, like, that moving map thing, if you could sit there and look and go, okay, here's, you know, C1 or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just more money. More money.
I'll be right back.
All right. Set it down. Don't float it.
Oh, are you coming in?
Yeah, he's like above the runway.
Yeah, I'm above the runway. I'm not landing on it yet.
Views. Do I go to views? Yeah, views.
Ah. Bouncy, bouncy, bounce.
I missed it. Darn it. I was going to watch you land.
Better that you didn't. It bounced.
Well, that's why I wanted to watch. It made me feel a little better.
It was pretty good. You just dropped the nose gear down, and that's why you bounced.
Yeah.
Is it within...
Oh, it was a 135 even with the heavy bounce on the
first. Oh, jeez. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Hell, you beat me.
It bounced.
But hell, you beat me.
Here's the thing. I think that's 2 on the leaderboard.
Mm-hmm.
And at that, the top 2 on the leaderboard, unless someone else has come in already.
Well, top 3 because the guy with the 118.
That is me.
Oh, yeah. Or no, somebody else beat us with a 58.
Oh, okay.
And a 7.3. That's a float.
Are you guys still here somewhere parked?
Yeah, I'm over on the side, yeah.
I'm closer to the 09 at signature where I get to work.
Are you on the actual like multiplayer?
No.
Well,
we're on Join FS.
There's a third-party free thing.
Yeah, I kind of installed that. I don't know. It's weird.
So it makes it multiplayer without being in the in-game multiplayer, so you can see other people.
Oh, okay.
It makes still see AI too.
It makes them kind of like the AI.
No. I mean, you actually see, like you can. We've done formation flying.
Oh, cool.
I mean, I just did with Draco.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to scan for airplanes, but he kept getting hung up on one, and it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm watching a Learjet taxi on down and about to take off.
Now later I'll
135 is
try
what
and
says.
figure it out.
File it. Okay. Zig, you want to take us out on the?
No, you go ahead. You're good at the outro.
No, okay. Out. Okay. Thanks everyone for this. We're ending our stream right now. We may do more flights and hang out, but we're done. You gotta go home. Thanks for stopping in and watching. Thanks for Draco, Andrew, Zig, and flying with me, and those in Discord chat with us, that being Frito and Dan. And we'll be back Saturday night for sure for more flying. Regular schedules Tuesday and Saturday night, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. And don't forget to check out the other folks from the Monkey Show. Their links are available at the bottom of the pages. So, everyone, we're out of here.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.
Always drink upstream for the herd.